Hi guys, this video has all the gold farming maps currently available at the time of this video's publish. So look no further, let's get to the point. So we can farm gold right now in 4 different maps. The Century of Secrets in the Zodiac realm and 3 of the Zodiac City portals, namely the Rahab's Lair and the Akanta's Lair. Akanta's Lair can be farmed with Tsar even on Elite, and Rahab's Lair you can do its normal on your Tsar sets, and you can do its Elite with the Kraken. You cannot do Elite Rahab without a Kraken. And last but not least, Zodiac's Catacombs. By the way, you need a powerful warrior with full Kraken to do Zodiac's Catacombs. I included Zodiac's Catacombs because it drops the most gold. Like, this is the map which drops the most gold out of all of these. But there's one catch though. The Zodiac's Catacombs need a full party. Like, you need a rogue and a warrior. You can only get a maximum party size of 3 people, 1 mage, 1 warrior and 1 rogue. Generally, if all 3 of these portals are closed, then you should go to the Zodiac's realm and farm the 4th map there. Okay, now as I have the intro over with, I'm gonna farm all of these maps. I'm gonna show you exactly how much gold I get from these maps, and I'm also gonna show you exactly how hard it is to get the maps completed. And I'm farming all of these maps with 850 gold loot, and I will show you the gold which I have in the beginning and how much gold I make from each map. Okay, so in this map, first you need to do is kill all of the 4 minis on all of the 4 corners, and then you go for the main boss. Each one of the minis is dropping around 10k to 15k for me with 850 gold loot, and the boss is dropping 25k to 35k ish every time with 850 gold loot. By the way, this map is also good for completing your APS for killing 10,000 elite mobs in Zodiac's realms and plus the 1000 elite bosses in Zodiac's realms. So it will basically get you more APS and plus some more side gold on the side of it as well. And plus you will also complete your daily quest, which I recommend you guys to turn in and get your fathoms up to upgrade your rank in Zodiac's realms. Okay, so next we're gonna farm Rahab. We're gonna go with normal and plus elite. In normal you can go with Tsars, and if you have a good party with a lot of Kraken users, then you can go for elite Rahab. This boss also gives you an APS by killing it 1000 times on elite, and plus this map is good because you can farm boss really quickly and kill boss back to back with making a lot of money fast, going to the boss. And the drawback of the first map was it took some time, but this boss is you spawn the boss all the way and without killing any mobs. Okay, so next up we have Elite Rahab. In previously in Rahab we made 40k to 45k each time, or if you have low gold like me, you're gonna be making 27k to 35k each time. Now in Elite Zodiacs you need a party with a lot of Krakens, at least a warrior and a rogue with a Kraken. And in killing this one you get around 70 to 85k with 850 gold loot. This map also has a chance to drop a specific aura, the beach aura, basically known as the sand aura, and you can later on sell it and make some more profit from there as well. This map also drops crafting material for making the eating machine Zodiac's items, the spirit gear as well. Okay, now we go for Akenta. Akenta, you can do elite Akenta even with Zars, because Akenta doesn't do much damage and you don't have to like kill it once in a very short period of time. And plus, even if you die, you can respawn without Akenta like being totally reset. But there's one drawback though, you can't do it solo with the Zar, because if you die, then Akenta just gets all of his health back. But I've done it solo as well. So doing solo with a Zar, with like if you are a mage with a gun, or if you are a warrior maybe a sword and shield, or if you are a rogue maybe a bow. But doing it, the trick is like you just don't have to die. Just keep avoiding it. Don't come into its like range and kill it. So Elite Kanta is dropping around 35k to 45k for 850 gold loot. Whenever the other maps are closed, like all of the portals, then always find time to do Elite Kanta, because you will have to complete this APS one way or another. So this is a good way to like basically make some gold as well and complete the APS by killing it 1000 times. I don't recommend doing Kanta much, because after the 1k kills, if you get the APS, then there's no need to farm this map, because the Zodius map gives you better gold. Okay, now the last map, the most important and the most best map of them all. Even though this map is super underrated and not much people know about this, but the thing is like the difficulty is a little bit higher. You need a party with like at least a warrior with a good Kraken set. Like the warrior can't die. If the warrior dies, then nobody makes any gold. But once you go into the gauntlet, basically you have to fight off waves, just like we used to do in EVG, Elite Valley Gates. So waves will start spawning in and you will start getting gold from the wave 5 and then later on from wave 8. And every mini boss from these Zodius catacombs will drop like around 10k to 15k each, or sometimes 20k each on the mini bosses with like 800 gold loot. And the big boss, which will be spawning in like 5th wave and above 10, he will drop more gold, around like 30k to 40k each time. So this is a good map, because once you run like up to like around 12 waves or 15 waves, when the warrior dies, if the warrior is like not super jacked or doesn't have like super good gear, then you will be coming out with like around 400 to 500k each run, which is a lot. Like imagine you run a map for like 5 or 6 minutes and you make 500,000 every time, then you can like make so much money doing this map. I'm surprised nobody runs it. But the thing is, there is a drawback though. Just like I said previously, you need a party with like a rogue and a warrior and a mage, and the warrior should be super OP with Kraken, and if the rogue has Kraken, that's fine as well. But mage is normally used for his curse ability, and mage is basically super ability, the energized one. So mage is to like keep the party speed up and stop like enable them to complete the waves in the time. That's it. So this map is super good for mages because the requirements are not super high. So even if you have a Zar set, just one Kraken amulet or something, enough to like clear the first 5 waves, you're perfectly fine. And above that, like just look what we are doing. Like we are just following the warrior. The warrior is the one who tanks everything, the rogue is the one who kills the bosses, and the mage is the one who keeps everybody together and provides support. So this is what you do, like basically follow the warrior, just don't die, put on gold loot sets and give your abilities and let the warrior do the work, because this catacombs is basically made for warriors and it's a super good map, super OP. So always farm it. By the way, a small tip from me: the new catacombs, Mechanubius catacombs, you have to farm its keys, right? And you're having a hard time getting those keys, and the only 2 maps which are the best to farm those keys is number 1 the Rahab, and number 2 is this map over here. Because if you can if you see in the video, you can like normally see that people get like 1 key drop per map, but in this map we're getting like 5 or 6 or 7 key drops. So this is a very good alternative to Rahab. If Rahab is closed, then you can farm here for the keys. Well, as you guys can see, the warrior died in this map like around 10, because the warrior doesn't have like full Kraken. But if you have a like really OP warrior, then you can like farm it up to like 30 waves or something, and basically make like 1.5 million or 2 million every run for every 10 minutes. So if you ask me, this map is super OP. Special thanks to the party which I'm with, Vedra, WIWWI, and Arcane, for all the carry and all the help in the video making. I wouldn't have done this without you guys, so super hats off to you guys. That's it, that's the video. Take care of you guys. See ya, bye bye.
So then when I'm finished, I'm all about my business and ready to save the world. I'm taking my